The achievement gap, in my mind, is really about student and teacher relationships.
Has to be tackled from multiple perspectives.
Is a reminder of inequity that's historically been systematically ingrained within this country.
The achievement gap, in my mind, is knowledge gaps where folks aren't aware of things that they could be doing or things that they could be doing a little bit better.
It's an invitation to begin to explore more deeply why this phenomena still exists.
Hi, I'm Dr. Theodore Ransaw, and I'm the Achievement Gap Specialist for Males of Color at K-12 Outreach at Michigan State University. Previous to being at MSU, I was at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. My specialty was curriculum and instruction, and while there, I also taught for Afro-American Studies for 5 years.
I'm Jackie Thompson, and I'm an academic outreach specialist here at K-12 Outreach at the College of Education at Michigan State University. My background includes work as a speech and language pathologist and early childhood educator. I've spent 23 years at the Michigan Department of Education, 13 of those as the state director for special education. In the last 3 years, I've been doing consulting work across the country and working with a number of states and school districts tackling the issue of the achievement gap for students with disabilities.
My focus is closing the achievement relationship gap for males of color. What we're looking at is changing mindsets.
We are going to be identifying proven effective strategies, school districts that have made a difference, identifying resources and trying to match the necessary resources and information to the schools in Michigan that want to have some of these very same outcomes. We want to be able to dig really deeply into how special ed is delivered, to look at issues of collaboration and integration between general ed and special ed, and then hone in on those instructional strategies and systems barriers that need to be tackled. We've had a tendency in the past to use their eligibility categories as labels and then have those labels become prescriptions for what they can or cannot do. And what we know, for example, is the majority of the kids with IEPs are in the range of normal IQ. The majority of the kids with IEPs spend the majority of their day in general ed classrooms. And when we look at the statistics on this, we have to question whether or not, we've been providing the appropriate supports and strategies. We don't know yet what kids who have IEPs are truly capable of. And I think that's the exciting part of our work. I think one of the benefits of the K-12 outreach model is that schools don't have to work in isolation, and we can make these connections with resources and proven effective strategies. There is so much that we can do. There's emerging technologies, proven effective strategies that are out there that not everyone is aware of. And our job is to really make that match and look for the fit. The information with the district who has said, we've looked at our data, this is what we think we need to tackle, how do we do it? And we'll try to find those districts that have done it already and bring that information to Michigan districts.
My name is Greg White. I work for the Office of K-12 Outreach, where we support schools and districts in the state of Michigan. My focus area is poverty and socioeconomic status as it relates to closing the achievement gap. I personally have lived that story, and the information and data pertains to communities that I'm passionate about, so I'm hoping to coalesce my passion and my profession in this space. I'm a Detroit native. I attended Detroit Public Schools. After graduating from Detroit Public Schools, I attended the University of Michigan, graduating with a Bachelor's of Education. I immediately went to Harvard and earned a Master's of Education with a focus on urban and at-risk youth. And presently, I'm in the Education Policy PhD program at Michigan State. Prior to coming to the program, I was a classroom teacher. I've taught in Detroit, Saline, Ann Arbor, and Dorchester, Massachusetts as part of my teacher training. I also spent 10 years in the private sector in corporate America. and 3 years in the federal sector working for the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development as a financial analyst.
Hi, my name is Maddie Mavrogordato. I'm an assistant professor of educational administration at Michigan State University. And a lot of the research that I do focuses specifically on educating disadvantaged students and expanding educational opportunities for traditionally underperforming groups of students. I have a particular interest in English language learners and immigrant student groups, and that really is largely because I was a bilingual teacher in South Texas on the Mexican border. I taught 3rd and 4th grade there, and I was also a teacher in Northern California in the Bay Area, where I also worked with English language learning students. So much of what I'm very passionate about with my research is informed by the practice that I experienced on the ground as a teacher in public school settings.
Over the course of the next several months, I hope to delve a bit deeper into the subject matter related to poverty, myths and misconceptions, the reality of poverty, how we can help schools, districts, children, parents that are dealing with poverty on a day-to-day basis, how we can improve test scores and increase achievement. I'm looking to be someone that brings to life some real-life examples of schools that are successful, some strategies and techniques, and I'm hoping other schools and districts can use this moving forward. One of the challenging things about poverty is people tend to come at it with the perspective that they think they understand what's going on. I also think that when we better understand poverty, we can better align our resources to get better results from our students. We can increase not only test scores, but overall student achievement, and I think that's important.
So in coming months, I'm really hoping to address specifically policies that guide the education of English language learners. And I'm going to be writing and talking quite a bit about strategies and best practices that schools and districts can use to serve that specific group of students. And we're going to be getting into quite a bit about data that schools and districts can look at or can gather to better inform their practices.
Hi, I'm Dr. Diane Jackson, Program Development Director for Coaching 101 K-12 Outreach at Michigan State University in the College of Education. Before I joined the team in the Office of K-12 Outreach, I served as an administrator in the Detroit Public School System. I spent 34 years with the Detroit Public Schools, 15 years as a language arts social studies teacher for middle school. After that, I spent the remaining years as an administrator in the central office with an emphasis on professional development. We've often wondered why some children develop intellectually and others don't. What we found out is that beliefs play a major role in how children focus on their academic achievement, as well as teachers view their practices. Mindset gives us a glimpse into why this phenomena occurs.